Mirror, mirror on the wall. I don't know what happened, but this is why we're going to look at this. What are you doing today? I'm stuck at home. What do fat girls do when they're stuck at home? This one likes to cook. And it's shopping. Get that off of there one-handed. Went shopping, got a bunch of stuff. Because now they suggest you do not go to the grocery store for a while. I made out a meal plan, which is something I rarely ever do. I'll say that again. Rarely ever do. They look good, don't they? Wrote down a meal plan, got a bunch of stuff. Making some stuff in advance. I never do that either. So today, we're starting out barbecue sauce. Turn that down. We're also starting with about a tablespoon of butter and extra virgin olive oil and onions. And now that I got my pan nice and hot, we are going to cook these forever. At least 10 minutes before we do anything else. And I know you don't want to watch this or talk to me for 10 minutes. You want to talk to Krista? Krista, you want to talk to... No, she don't want to talk right now. She's having breakfast. But see you in a few. Brunch. Yeah, so only a couple minutes later, we're still going. But I got some stuff out and thought I'd show you. We're gonna go, and my light will change over here. Sorry about that. Ooh, I got in my own light. Let's get out of it. I grabbed the ketchup, some basic barbecue seasoning, ground mustard, paprika. I got honey and brown sugar because I like the flavor of both. A little bit of garlic powder, apple cider vinegar, and in here I already have my sea salt, and I cracked some fresh black pepper. And that is the basis of our barbecue sauce today that we're making mini sliders. So, as I was saying before, for me, really good onions. And I'm going to do these onions for the sauce and then some grilled onions for the sliders themselves separate. But really good onions take at least 30 to 40 minutes. And if I have the time, let's go 50 minutes. Low and slow. Good, don't you know? So, we're going to do this for a few more minutes. And I'll get a few more things ready. Alright, see you soon. Alright, a few more minutes have passed. And, while I wasn't really trying for color, I didn't really want color, I'll be honest. I got a little color on this because I try to do too many things at once, and I was doing dishes. So a little color, but not too bad. And because we're doing barbecue sauce, it's just fine. Didn't make it better. But I switched over my little trusty spatula. Will work. Get the hiccups, girl? Will work better. We haven't even started drinking yet, and you got hiccups. Chris and I have something alcoholic. Morning wasted. There's something alcoholic up our sleeves for later, since we're gonna be chowing. Okay, so in my opinion, with the onions, every third of the time you do something, okay? And the first time you're gonna add your salt and pepper. Yep, that's a lot. Season them good. season again later. And then we're going to cook some more. And every third you do something. Salt and pepper is the first one for me. Maybe butter. I don't seem to need it. Sugar the second third. And then butter the last time. So, we'll be back. And now it's time for another addition. Brown sugar. Brown sugar. We're going to mix that in. And cook for another 10 minutes. Layering flavors. You know what you're supposed to do? Channeling my inner Gordon today. That's right. Not that Gordon I used to work for either. What a smart man, though. Get on my nerves a whole lot, but we're both just too smart. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Too smart and too stubborn.
Hey, you calling me stubborn?
No.
Alright, letting that cook. We'll be back. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because really that smells amazing. Alright, down to our last few minutes. I'm adding a technical blob of butter. I'm adorable. Blob of butter. I'll let this cook a few more minutes. Krista is going to come film for me, and we'll put this together the rest of the way. We're almost to barbecue sauce. I'm excited, aren't you? I'm filming off the edge.
It does kind of look like a good base for barbecue sauce.
I'm glad you approve. Alright, time to start the base. I'm going with about a cup of ketchup. I'm not trying to make a ton. I don't mind leftovers, but it's always better when it's made fresh. Oh, yeah.
That looks like a weird salsa.
Okay, well, kind of like a weird salsa, huh?
Or a weird, like, pasta sauce.
Alright.
A little bit.
Now we're going to add our little extras. And I'm going to give it a little bit of honey. Because in my opinion,
give me all that honey, honey.
Honey makes things better.
So does butter.
Touch of that barbecue flavor. Oh, honey garlic powder. We gotta write that down.
We have minced garlic in the fridge.
Yes, and I thought about starting it with the onions, but I figured we'd go garlic powder with this today. Oh, yumma llama llama. Okay. Now, just a touch of paprika.
I gotta agree with you with the smell-o-vision thing you said earlier.
Ooh, smell-o-vision, wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh my gosh, if you guys could smell this.
Touch of ground mustard. Now, I do not measure anything.
You just wing it.
I wing it.
I mean, that's what I do when I make burgers. I wing it.
And I'm also going to wing it with just a sploosh of the apple cider vinegar. And I might go back and add a little of that depending on taste.
I tried a little sip of that once. I regret it.
That's McNasty. It's okay, we all did that. Once upon a time I drank vanilla, which smells amazing.
But tastes horrible if it's not put into something else.
Totally correct. So there we go. That is our yummy, delicious barbecue sauce. I'll let it sit here and thicken up for a few minutes. And then put it in a dish to cool for the sliders later. And when we start a new recipe, we'll turn the camera back on. Right.
Man, that looks really good, man.
Welcome back. I'm doing it again. Except this time, these onions are just going to be grilled onions for the top of the sliders. And then I'll probably put the barbecue sauce on top of the onions. So it'll probably go burger, cheese, onions, barbecue, bun. Yum! Look good. Now Krista is working on our next project. What are you making?
Cubans. Not normal Cubans. Mini Cubans.
Mini Cubans and a bunch of them. So, we got the mini Cuban rolls. And we got all our toppings to make a ton. And then we're going to wrap them and freeze them.
For tomorrow. Unless we're not doing them tomorrow.
Well, you can do them any day you want. We're just going to have a bunch in the fridge.
And then that way we can bake them whenever we want a Cuban.
Yeah.
Eat it.
And when you're ready to bake it, you can add your pickles and your mayonnaise and your mustard.
Gross.
Okay, see? Aren't you glad I didn't put pickles on all of them?
No, baked pickles are gross.
Alright, when we're finished, we'll show you all put together. And then we have a couple more recipes we're going to do. Yum! And this is what it looks like when you're finished. We skipped a couple. Decided to save the bread. We're going to make a little mini French toast bake for Chris and I one morning. But here we go. Cubans for the freezer. What? We got 2, 4, 14 mini Cubans. This should last a minute. We got the next assembly line going. I bet you can't guess what we're making. With eggs, sausage, and them things in the oven. Just wait. We're gonna put them together. Yum! Remember that smell-o-vision we talked about before? The whole house smells like toast, and it makes me want tea. I love toast dipped in tea with milk. This goes with this, which is going to be a French toast casserole. And then we just finished these.
And they look delicious.
They do. 12 breakfast sandwiches, ready to get wrapped up and go in the fridge. And then
So then I can have one tomorrow.
we're gonna make sliders. Stick around. And I just thought I'd show you the nice pretty pile before they go in the freezer. Okay, next thing, moving on. Let's throw together one more. This one has to work overnight. So, I'm taking some extra bread, toasted it up real nice, let it cool off. I've mixed some magic. This is eggs, heavy cream, cinnamon, sugar, a little bit of almond extract because I don't have vanilla. Oh, girl, you're in my light.
Sorry.
A lot of magic mixed up in the bowl. Gonna whip it up a little bit more, and everything's gonna go in here. And the trick is going to be what? The trick is going to be to let it soak overnight.
And then yummy breakfast tomorrow morning. Or brunch.
So it won't actually be done in the morning.
But we'll bake it.
I will have to mix it again. So all of this is going to soak up all night. So here's the crazy part. You dry the bread, take out the regular moisture, and then have it soak up this goodness. And put moisture back in this one. So tomorrow, because everything will be set out on the bottom, and I want to make sure it's evenly distributed, I will pull this out of this dish, mix it up again, clean my dish, then I'll spray my dish with Pam, put this stuff back in with a little bit of goodness on the top. I'm going to make a crumbly topping. Hard decision. Brown sugar crumbly topping or like rock size sugar on the top. All hard, crunchy, shiny sugar. I think I'm going for that one.
God, no. Put brown sugar on top.
You want brown sugar?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see.
It'll mix better with the cinnamon.
If Chris is up when I do this in the morning, we'll do it her way. If I'm the only one up, I'll do it my way.
Mom!
Oh,
So not fair.
a little incentive. Alright, I'll throw this in here, cover it good, and like I said, tomorrow. But this way I can fit this in the fridge, and I know it'll all fit. And it has a really nice lid. Alright, see what this looks like tomorrow. What's on your fridge? Look how good mine looks. I'm so blessed. My daughter spoils me with amazing artwork all the time. Got the hundo. We need some more of those. Inside, it's packed. Besides the Cubans and the breakfast sandwiches we just made, I bought a giant pork loin. I bought a huge thing of ground beef. Another thing of chicken. Splitting it up for meals. Getting it ready. They don't want me to go out for 2 weeks? Okay. So, what's your fridge look like? Show me your freezer. So I was moving right along, having a cocktail, and I almost forgot to show you what I was doing. Actually, I was watching Kara and Nate. If you've never heard of them, go check them out too. But throwing together the sliders, starting with some good ground beef. We're gonna put an egg in there, salt and pepper. My salt and pepper is in here because I'm trying to do this one-handed. So I go ahead and get it ready. Garlic powder that I need some more of. A little bit of minced onion for flavor. A little bit of one-handed. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. A little bit of salt substitute. And a touch of breadcrumbs. A little bit more. Give me a minute. I'll make some balls. Burger balls. Waiting on the skillet to get hot. They'll go in there. I have the buns cut, ready to go in the oven, get a little toasty. Then we're gonna make Mexican corn. Yes, we're on a roll. Update from last time, we got the corn going, some good sea salt, fresh cracked pepper, nice butter, get a little heat going. And over here, boogers. Now you know what they're missing, right? Huh. Let's check this out. Whoa. Yummy cheesy goodness. On the way. Those look wonderful. Corn's cooking away. We gotta get the tater tots and the buns out of the oven. Ooh. Heat off. Gonna finish the corn real quick. I make this different than everybody else, but this is kind of how we like it. 2 bloopies, 3 bloopies.
2.5.
This cheese, don't make me say it. I always say it wrong.
I say it's cotija.
And I've already seasoned it, salt and pepper. You don't need a lot of this cheese, which is why I like it. Lasts forever.
But gosh, is it delicious.
And we got this at Walmart. And then we're just gonna mix it up while it's hot. And it melts together. Like
It makes
amazing.
heaven.
And we're gonna go finish our sliders too. The other camera died, so we moved over to this one.
Ooh.
That's the timer. We'll be right back. So here we go. They're finished. We put the onions, homemade barbecue sauce on. They got the cheese. We be ready. Oh, and there's the corn. Sorry about the light, but we might fix it by dessert time. What do you think?
Maybe.
Maybe. If we make it.